Hi dear students, in the previous session we discussed about life cycle of angiosperm and also the economic importance of angiosperms. So in today's session we are going to discuss about the life cycles again, and we found that plants exhibit two different stages. So those are gametophytic stage and the sporophytic stage. So based on this we are able to analyze the structures with different properties. So on this basis we will take up three different type of life cycles. So those are included here: haploidtic life cycle, aploidtic life cycle, first one. Next, diploidic life cycle, third one, haplodiploidic life cycle, haplodiploidic life cycle. See, as we learned few different divisions in the plant kingdom. So those are Thallophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta, Gymnosperms and Angiosperms, and where they show different stages of their lifespan, and a shorter period will be gametophytic and a larger period will be a sporophytic, or sometimes it will be vice versa. A dominant phase is sporophytic and a very short period is gametophytic. So on this condition we will take up the first one, haploidtic life cycle, where the complete lifespan of a plant body is majority of the haploid stage n conditional irtade, and a very short period will be diploidic, and it shows a diploid stage 2n condition. Before going to directly to the haploidtic life cycle and diploidic life cycle, you need to understand the shorter and longer period. In haploidtic life cycle, longer will be haploid stage. The plant shows n number of condition, n stage, and here the shorter period will be diploid, and that is 2n in stage. Say for example, the number of chromosomes present in any of the algae is 10, and the half number will be about 5. So majority of the lifespan will be in n condition, and minority or a very shorter period will be 2n condition. So on this basis you can analyze the haploidtic life cycle. So here we will write down the life cycle now. First we will take up the examples which exhibit the haploidtic life cycle. Algae, almost all algae except few, that is algae like Spirogyra, Volvox and Chlamydomonas exhibit the haploidtic life cycle, and the diagram shows, here is say for example, the first is gametophytic stage. The plant is gametophytic, and in the gametophyte of a gametophytic plant body, it will be having gamete forming structures, and the formation of gametes is called as gametogenesis. Gametogenesis will occur. So in gametogenesis, you can find male and female gamete formation. This is female and the male gamete formation. And later these fuses to form, I will write in separate form. See, while understanding this, there will be a presence of dominant gametophytic plant body first, and later within the gametophytic plant body there will be a formation of separate gametes, male and female, and that is called as gametogenesis. Gametogenesis, genesis andre formation anteli. Male and female gametes are formed over here, and these fuse together. These fuses together to form, this condition is called fertilization or syngamy. Syngamy is nothing but fusion of gametes, and later by fusion it will form a zygote. Always we know that by fusion of male and female gametes results in the formation of a zygote, and this later the zygote which undergoes meiosis, this undergoes a reductional division called as meiosis, and it will form spores. Out of the spores formed, this is the first one, reductional division, and when it is 2n in condition, this is, and next will also be 2n, and later the division which is going to be happen will be the n condition. So later these again develop into a new plant body. So here you can find here the gametophyte will be n in condition, and the gametogenesis will occur on the separate plant body. So that's why there will be a n condition of male and female. Due to the syngamy or fusion process, it will become 2n here. Before that n it will be, and later this zygote is also having 2n condition. Here it is 2n and here it is n. See, when you observe the structure, gametophyte, gametogenesis and the spores will be in n condition. Only zygote represents the 2n condition. So here the longer period will be haploid, this much will be haploid, and a very shorter period will be diploid. This one will be diploid. Immediately the zygote undergoes meiosis. Within a short span of time it will become again n. So that's why this is called as a haploidic life cycle. So after writing this life cycle, always you should make this division. So that is separation. So this is a mandatory structure you have to write, and this is asked for 2 mark question. So tumba important question 2 marks ige keltare. Okay, so after writing the complete life cycle, you have to mention this separation. This is a shorter diploid stage, and this is a longer haploid condition, right? So this is what about the haploidic life cycle. So I hope you understood about this, and we'll move to the next one, diploidic life cycle. And here also the same thing will be present. When in case of longer time, sporophyte, we need to mention the haploid and diploid, right? Longer will be diploid stage, 2n in condition, and a very shorter haploid condition will be there, and that is in n stage. And Here it is sporophytic plant body. A sporophyte shows longer period and the gametophyte will be having very shorter period. So here example for this is gymnosperms and angiosperms. All gymnosperms and angiosperms. See, when it comes to the diploitic life cycle, the diploid stage is sporophytic and it is dominant, and a shorter haploid stage will be there and that is gametophytic. When you observe the gymnosperms and angiosperm, you will first find out the sporophytic plant body. Sporophytic plant body. So ಯಾವುದಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ಹೈಬಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ನ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೋದು ನೀವು. Sporophytic ಅಂತಂದರೆ complete plant body, okay? And within this sporophytic plant body, gametes are produced, and by gametes, and that is, you know that in the life cycle of angiosperm we discussed about the anther and then ovary, ovule, later it becomes pollen grains. So in this way we have discussed. So in the same way the sporophyte will develop some spores. Those are microspores and megaspores separately, and here it is the spores. Later by second division it becomes a N condition always. So this is by meiotic division. Meiotic division, and later this meiosis. So say for example this are coming with the male and female gametes separately. Female and male gametes are formed, and later this male and female gametes form will undergo fusion process, and that is called as syngamy. Syngamy. And by the end of syngamy they develop into a zygote. And the zygote will result into a new plant body as like of the parental one. So right, you can find the sporophytic plant body which is 2n in condition, and this is one, and later a zygote will also be 2n in condition, and the syngamy process results in 2n also, and a very shorter period of this much which is having a haploid stage. So that's why you can find, so this as a haploid stage. So this has haploid stage. This is a very shorter period and this is longer period. So I hope you are going to follow this. If you are not labeling this line, you are not going to get the marks in your examination. So I am not telling about the scoring of marks. You need to understand it properly, and it should be labeled with a shorter period and a longer period. So that's why you need to mention or label mandatorily the shorter and a longer period. Understood? We'll directly move to the haplodiploitic life cycle. Haplodiploitic life cycle, which possess half of its lifespan with a equal span of time, equal span with haploid and diploid stages. Diploid stages, and the examples of this is pteridophytes. Maybe I already mentioned in the explanation regarding pteridophytes and bryophytes. So next is bryophytes, and later I have mentioned that few algae will exhibit the haplodiploidic life cycle, and those are marine algae and commonly called as kelps. So marine algae like brown algae and red algae are marine algae. In that brown algae are also called as kelps anteli helteve. Okay, and later ectocarpus and Polycyphonia. See, why I am giving exact examples to understand this is, it will be asked in CET that pick up the organism which exhibit the haploidtic life cycle with the following examples. ಯಾವುದಾದರೂ ಒಂದು 4 ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಕೇಳಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಇದರಿಂದ ತೆಗೀರಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. Otherwise they will make a mismatch of those and you have to match the following, that is A. haploidtic life cycle, B. diploidic life cycle, C. haplodiploidic life cycle, D. haploidtic life cycle. Again they are given with the haploidtic life cycle. So you will get confused which is the other one like that. But they are given with the 2 options, that is 2 haploidtic life cycle organisms and 1 diploidic and 1 haplodiploidic. You need to clearly mention that which is showing both the haploidtic life cycle, diploidic life cycle and haplodiploidic life cycle. So that's why I am just writing all the examples for every type of a life cycle. Understood? And we'll go to the diagram for haplodiploidic life cycle. So here first will be the gametophytic plant body. So I will show you the bryophyte, gametophytic part of the plant body, and this gametophyte will produce us gametes separately on the axis. So that is gametogenesis. So you are very clear about this, because and these are the rhizoids are mentioned, and later this is a one axis stem like structure. It is not stem like structure, and within this there will be a presence of a gametophytic plant body where a leaf like structures are arranged spirally. This was written earlier, and later this is having a one sporophytic plant body, and which will give rise to a sporophyte, right? So this is an example of funaria structure, right? And in this funaria, this will be the gametophytic part of the plant body, and this will be the sporophytic part of the plant body. So here the gametophyte will be there, which produces which will forms a gametogenesis, and it is dichotomously branched, that shows the presence of 2 stem-like structures with a spirally arranged leaves, and later this possesses a male head and the female head first, and later these fuses together. Later it will forms a zygote, and afterwards it becomes a spore, and then spore will become a, by meiotic division the microspores are formed. So ಈ ಥರ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದೆ this portion will be gametophytic and this will be the sporophytic. So you are going to take this gametophytic part of the plant body and the gametogenesis process up to here, and later the end of gametogenesis will results in the gametes separately, male and female, and this will be the female one, and later another one will be male, and these 2 fuses together to form a syngamy. Fusion process is nothing but syngamy, and by the end of syngamy the resultant product will be zygote, and later the zygote will develop into a sporophytic plant body, a sporophyte will be formed, and later inside the sporophyte sporogenesis will occur. Sporogenesis means spore formation. Genesis refers to formation, and the spores are formed here. They will develop into a spore separately. Again by meiosis it will become haploid. See, here you can find the gametogenesis N condition, right? And gametophyte will be N. Then by the end of syngamy only you can find out the 2N. Zygote is 2N. Sporophyte is 2N. Sporogenesis will occur within the capsule, that is 2N. And this is also 2N, and later it will be N in condition. So while showing the division of the shorter and the longer period, it will be of this structure. So this is half of the N and this is half of the 2N. N condition, and later 2N and 2N condition. Zygote and sporophyte is 2N. Gametogenesis and gametophyte will be N condition. So that's why it exhibit the haplodiploidic type of life cycle. And with the examples, pteridophytes, bryophytes, kelps, ectocarpus and polysiphonia. See, these all are the algae which exhibit haplodiploidic type of life cycle. ನೆನಪಲ್ಲಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಮರ್ತೋಗ್ಬಿಡಬೇಡಿ. ಈ ಮೂರನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ಮರಿದೇ ನೆನಪಲ್ಲಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರಿ. And this will be asked in CET regarding examples for haplodiploidic type of life cycle. I hope you all understood regarding the life cycles in detail. Haploidic life cycle, algae example, Spirogyra, Volvox and Chlamydomonas. And diploidic life cycle, all gymnosperms and angiosperms. And haplodiploidic life cycle, pteridophytes and bryophytes. Along with that, some algae like kelps, ectocarpus and polysiphonia. So I hope you all understood about this, and this completes the chapter Kingdom Plantae. So in that you discussed about the general properties of all the divisions like Thallophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta, Gymnosperms and Angiosperm. Along with that, we gone through in detail structure with taking one example to understand the unique properties. So this is about the plant kingdom. Thank you, dear students.